Hi everybody, this is Larry up in Brainerd, Minnesota. You're asking me, Larry, what are those holes doing inside of those 5-gallon buckets? Well, the reason those are there is for air pruning. Okay, you say, what the heck is air pruning? Well, let me explain to you a little bit. You know when you go to the big box store, you go to a nursery or whatever, and you go by, you're going to start gardening, and you're going to buy some plants already started, and you're going to get them into 4-packs or 6-packs or whatever. You pull them out to plant them, and guess what? You see those roots? They're root bound. What does that mean? Well, root bound happens when the roots hit the side of a hard plastic container or a ceramic container or whatever, and they have no place to go. They're just going to circle around. They're not taking in nutrients then. They're just doing that. And then you even plant them in a bigger pot. Maybe it's another plastic pot. And you pull it out and look at the results. You got root bound again. Those plants are really not taking advantage of all the potting mix or material that you have it planted in, okay? Well, the tree industry, nursery industry, found this out years ago. They one of the problems with plants, if they put them in containers, they would actually circle and get root bound, and you could plant a tree. And unless you really straightened out those roots, 4 or 5 years down the road, actually that plant, that tree, could strangle itself. So they started putting them in burlap bags and different things. Well, then they come along with some of these non-woven geotextile fabrics and stuff. They started making some of these grow bags, and they found out they could even raise a much larger tree in the same area because they could breathe. See, here's what happens. Here's what air pruning is. When the roots hit the side of a grow bag, it actually air prunes off that, and it tells the plant, uh-oh, you better make some more roots, and it makes massive fibrous roots throughout the container. You don't get this circling at all. You get air pruning, which makes for more absolutely phenomenal roots. Well, what happened is, kind of by accident, I had my rain gutter grow system going. I had these extra tomato plants out. I had read some of this and seen some videos on grow bags and stuff, and I had noticed that these Walmart grow bags, or Walmart reusable shopping bags, I call them grow bags because I use them for that now, but I planted some in those Walmart bags, and I actually put them in these little kiddie pools because I didn't want to have to hand water them all the time, and this is how the kiddie pool thing came along. And I started watering, and I had phenomenal results. Well, the whole thing kind of developed last year, especially when I raised container corn in some Walmart bags. I put 4 corn transplants that I had started in little net cups in each bag, and look at this growth. It went nuts. Burpee said these would grow 4 to 5 feet tall. My corn grew over 8, almost 9 feet tall with beautiful ears. It was just phenomenal. So then, just to see what the root structure looked like, I took it and I cut the bag open. I washed away the potting mix that was in there, and look at these roots. Massive, massive roots, and they're not circled, they're healthy, they're down, they're the way they're supposed to be. Well, one thing led to another, so then I thought, well, I want to start some seeds. So what I had done is I started them in 3-inch net cups, which have slits in, okay? And the plant, I raised cucumbers in them, I raised lettuce in them, and I raised corn in it, and they went nuts. And so when I transplanted them, they just took off with no shock whatsoever because of the air pruning. So I thought, well, what if we started, not only did we grow things in the grow bags, what if we modified the existing rain gutter grow system a lot of people are using, and we actually put holes in it, and then what we do is we use the same holes, so I'll let you drill a hole for it to put the net cup in. Let's drill some in the sides of the buckets, and let's actually line the inside with landscape fabric. So we're trying to mock or duplicate the same effect we get in a grow bag. That's the reason for all these holes in these buckets, is to do that. And so far, the results a lot of people are getting are just phenomenal. So that's the reason for the thing, is the air pruning. It's something in container gardening hasn't really been taken advantage of. But especially with hard-sided plastic containers like these 5-gallon buckets, But whether it's grow bags or whether you're using 5-gallon buckets, does the air pruning make a difference? I think absolutely, definitely. I mean, here you can see in this picture, this is a side-by-side comparison with a nursery that wanted to do some of its own testing. These were both planted at the same time, same seedlings. The one on the left is in a hard container. The one on the right is in a grow bag. Look at the difference. I mean, my corn was just nuts. Yes, a lot of people have got great results with the regular original rain gutter grow system, but if we can improve it, and that's the whole idea, is to make it a better and better system for everybody, I want to share that with everybody and want them to know why these holes are in the side, what we're trying to accomplish, and what's the whole purpose behind it. So try it. If nothing else, take a couple Walmart bags and plant in it and see the results for yourself, and then look at the root structure. It'll blow your mind. It's incredible. But that's what air pruning is. That's how it works. When it hits the side where there is air, it actually air prunes off that tips of those roots and sends a signal to that plant, hey, you better make some more roots, and it makes massive roots, fibrous roots, and it utilizes every drop of that potting mix that you have in that container then. Anyway, that's the explanation for you on this, and I hope you enjoy. If you like this kind of stuff, subscribe to my channel. I appreciate it. If you really want to get into this and really learn more, come on over to our Facebook group page, the Rain Gutter Grow System group page. I'll put a link in the bottom. Come on over there, and you can. We'll help you get started with all this. Great members. We got over 4,000 members from all over the world, and they're growing all kinds of things like this. And we'll be glad to help you get started so you have an incredibly successful year. Okay? This is Larry in Brandon, Minnesota. Ciao.